Spike Lee is a director who I'm very well aware of, but up to this point I have only seen two of his movies, those being his first film from 1989, Do the Right Thing, and his new film which we'll be talking about today, BlacKkKlansman. Based on true events of black police officer Ron Stallworth, who in the 1970s infiltrated the KKK posing as a white supremacist. The film is a mixture of drama and comedy which is done very well considering the subject matter, and saying that, the film is very fun to watch. One of the best elements of the film is the soundtrack composed by 5-time Grammy-winning jazz trumpeter Terence Blanchard, who manages to evoke a sense of epicness and suspense to scenes that heavily involve his music, which gives them more weight and leaves a more memorable impact on the audience. The best track being Blood and Soil, which acts as the main theme. But my only problem is that the film milks this piece way too much as it appears way too often. Okay, here's a game. If you ever do a drinking game to this film, here is a mandatory rule. When you hear this guitar sting, take a shot. But in saying that, it is very catchy and very well composed, and I'm glad it's being nominated for Best Soundtrack. The acting is all completely serviceable. I didn't think anyone was bad or downright terrible, but in saying that, there was no one who was outstanding in their parts. I mean, I like Washington and Driver in their roles, they played them very well, but none of them really left an impact unlike other performances this year. But even though the acting is okay, the screenplay is really good. As I said before, the mixture of drama and comedy is done very well, and there are plenty of funny as well as suspenseful scenes in the film. The character dynamics of Washington and Driver allow for very well written dialogue between the two, and these scenes are where the acting is at its best. And the best part about the screenplay is that the funny aspects do not overshadow the more serious drama-based aspects, and are instead blended together so one does not detract from the other. This is a reason why Do the Right Thing was such a great film, and it really does bring a lot of personality to both the characters and the setting. Also, the film does have a distinct visual style with some really interesting camera angles and editing choices. Prominent in the rally scene at the beginning, the telephone calls where Dutch angles are used, and the use of Yasujiro Ozu style cinematography during many of the conversations. And this does create a nice aesthetic to the film compared to standard dramas. To end this off, BlacKkKlansman is a well-made film that incorporates both comedy and drama in a way that works with the sometimes dark subject matter. But if the acting was a bit better and the main theme not as overused as much as it was, this could have been something a bit more special.